It starts with this pregnant lady, Natalia, right? And it's go time. She's having the baby. Her mom, Alina, is there too. They rush to the hospital, but it's super late, so it's just like one nurse helping out. So Natalia has the baby, and then, get this, they all just freak out because the baby, it starts flying, like just floating right up to the ceiling. Insane, right? Natalia's like, oh my God, he's an angel. But her mom is way more practical. She knows this is not normal. She's like, this kid has no gravity. This is a big deal. So they just grab the baby and bolt from the hospital. The nurse is like, hey, you can't leave, but they are gone. They get home and grandma lays down the law. She's like, this kid is not normal, and no one can ever find out about this or our lives will be a total disaster. They name him Oscar, and raising this kid is nuts. You can't just leave him alone because he'll float right up and stick to the ceiling. His grandma has to make him these special straps to keep him on the ground. They even put pillows and feathers and stuff on the ceiling so he doesn't get hurt. They're terrified he'll just float away into space if he goes outside. So they're super, super careful with him. So Oscar grows up, but he's basically a prisoner in his own house. His grandma won't let him out. He just stays inside all day watching Superman cartoons and pretending he's a superhero. He keeps asking his mom, why can't I go outside? But they just ignore him. He's always looking out the window at the other kids playing, and you could just tell he wants to be normal so bad. He thinks he's going to be trapped there forever. One day, he's totally had it and tries to climb out the window. His grandma sees him and just loses it. She seals up all the windows, total lockdown, and she tells him he's never going to a real school. He'll just have to learn at home. But his mom, Natalia, gets mad at her mom. She's like, we can't keep him locked up forever. He needs a life. So she comes up with this genius idea. She gets him this special jacket and puts big, heavy rocks in the pockets to weigh him down so he can't fly away. And she finally takes him outside. She's like, okay, but this is a huge secret. Don't even tell Superman or you'll lose your powers. So cute. So Oscar is out in the world for the first time, buying stuff with his mom, and he literally runs right into this little girl.
He literally bumps into this little girl named Agatha. She drops all her stuff and gets super mad at him. She's like, as punishment, you have to carry these 2 giant water bottles to my house. At first, he's like, no way. But she's really pushy, so he just agrees and goes with her, not even telling his mom. Total classic kid move. So Oscar is already carrying stones in his pockets. This is a big deal. It's to keep him from, floating away. And now he has these heavy bottles, too. He's feeling way too weighed down, so he casually drops a couple of stones out of his pocket. Huge mistake. They get to her house, and she's like, okay, give me my bottles back. But Oscar's panicking. He's like, I really can't, because he knows what's going to happen. She's just a kid, though, so she doesn't get it and just snatches the bottles away from him. And bam! The second she does, he starts floating, just whoosh, right up into the air. Luckily, they're in this kind of walled-in yard, so he doesn't know too high. Agatha's mind is completely blown. She's just staring up at him, shouting, "You're Superman!" Oscar's up there freaking out, yelling for her to help him. So she has this genius idea. She runs inside and comes back with her little pink bag totally filled with stones. They shove the stones into his pockets, and it works. He floats right back down to the ground. And just like that, they become instant best friends. He makes her pinky promise, like, you cannot tell a single soul about this. It's our secret. Meanwhile, his mom and grandma are losing it. Oscar's gone, and they're terrified. He's just floated off somewhere. His mom even finds the stones he dropped on the ground. So when Oscar finally gets home, carrying Agatha's pink bag, his mom is like, did you tell her? Did you tell her the secret? He totally lies and says no. So for a while, they keep hanging out in secret. But moms always find out, right? She figures out Agatha knows everything, and she is not happy. She forbids him from ever seeing Agatha again. It's a total disaster. Agatha keeps coming to the door, but his mom just sends her away every time. So sad. Then, things get even more messed up. The neighbors start getting suspicious because they never see Oscar outside or going to school. They think his mom and grandma are mistreating him. So what do? They call the cops. The police show up and warn the family. They're like, he has to go to school or there will be trouble. So under pressure, his mom takes him to school, and it's just heartbreaking. They both know he can't live a normal life. His mom just looks at him, and she gets it. This can't go on. So she decides they have to run. They just pack up everything, abandon their home, and move somewhere far away to hide. Okay, now fast forward like a lot of years. Oscar's a man now. His grandma has passed away, and his mom is old. And get this, he still has that pink bag of stones Agatha gave him. He never lets it out of his sight, even sleeps with the thing. His life is still the same, just hiding at home, living in total secrecy. He and his mom just take care of each other, but you can tell he is so bored with his life. It's just a secret existence,
hiding his secret all the time. He's so frustrated. He starts thinking, man, if everyone knew about me, I'd be famous, like Superman famous. People would write books about me. But his mom is totally against it. She's like, no way, that's not going to happen. The world will take you away from me. So for his mom's sake, he just deals with it. But one day, he just can't take it anymore. He just bolts out of the house, doesn't even tell his mom. He finds this big TV magic show, where people show off their crazy talents, and he decides this is it. This is his big moment. The show is a huge hit that night. And of course, his mom is at home watching it all on TV. She's just helpless, watching her biggest fear come true. After that, everyone knows who he is. The next day, this agent dude named David tracks him down. He's like, I can make you a megastar. We'll set up huge shows. You'll be bigger than anyone. Oscar's all in. He signs a contract. They give him this massive house, the whole deal. His dream is coming true. He does a huge show, and boom, he's instantly famous. They even give him a cool nickname, the Man Without Gravity. He and the agent are making a ton of money, and it's great for a while. But then, Oscar starts to feel weird about it. He realizes his childhood dream of being a superhero isn't happening. He's not a hero at all. He's just a puppet. People are just using him for entertainment, dragging him from magic shows to media events. He starts to really hate it. And then to make it worse, all these books and documentaries start coming out about him. And get this, they paint his mom and grandma as these horrible people? Oscar's so mad. The final straw comes when they try to make him wear an angel costume for his last show. He absolutely hates it. He just snaps. In the middle of the show, he starts yelling at the crowd, telling them off. He goes straight to his mom and is like, I'm done with all of this. Then he finds his agent and tells him, enough, I quit. We're finished. The agent's like, you can't just quit. You signed a contract. But Oscar's so over it. He just tells him, I don't care. Just tell everyone the Man Without Gravity died or flew away for good. He has this really sad goodbye with his mom because he just wants to go live a separate, normal life. And just like that, the news is everywhere. The Man Without Gravity is gone. People have all these crazy theories about what happened. His mom has to live all alone with reporters constantly bugging her for info, but she never says a word. Okay, now fast forward like a ton of years. Oscar's mom has passed away, but Oscar, he's still alive. He's living this totally different life, completely in disguise. He's got a long beard and uses a wheelchair to hide his secret. He even has a normal job as a hotel receptionist. Then one day, you are not going to believe who walks into the hotel. It's Agatha, his childhood friend, and she recognizes him immediately. Not because of his face, but because, get this, he still has that little pink bag of stones she gave him all those years ago. The bag that kept him on the ground. He never got married or anything because of it. They're so happy to see each other, but it's also kind of a mess. Agatha's life is not great. She's just focused on making money, and she's always at the hotel with all these different guys. Oscar sees this and his heart just breaks. He tries talking to her like, what happened to you? But she's so different now, she just blows him off. It's so obvious he still has major feelings for her. Turns out her life got all messed up for her own reasons, but also because he just vanished on her. But finally, they really talk and work everything out. They reconcile. And they get married, and the movie ends with them moving back to their old childhood home together. A total happy ending.